Hello and welcome to the round 3 of Squad Masters, the last group stage that we've got here starting this weekend, finishing off some of the matches that were postponed from last weekend when it was Easter. We're going to be playing Gordok, AAS V1. I'm your caster for today, TheWeirdMadac, and you'll be watching hopefully some really great squad from Liquid Shift W, an American team, with a little bit of comp experience, trying to get into the comp scene, up against the old hands of squad comp, Mumblerines. This is the game to go and determines who will be heading into the next round. So, as you will have seen from the kind of Group C scores that were just up a minute ago, you've got Mumblerines looking to finish off their groups with an unbeaten run, and Liquid Shift W, if they want to go into the into the quarterfinals and into the knockout stages of the tournament starting next week, they really do have to come out with the win today. So all to play for, really, for both teams as they organise themselves playing Gordok. Gordok, a map that everyone is pretty familiar with. It's a fairly common map within the comp community and on a lot of rotations. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's a great layer, but it is definitely one that has a few, let's say, interesting elements to it. First of all, let's start off by saying that the helos are on a delayed spawn, which is it's a bit unfortunate in some respects because it slows down the rollout, but it's no different from what it was before. The helos will provide a lot of maneuverability later on, but what's going to happen in terms of the rollouts? For the US side, you're going to have somebody that comes along, picks up the back caps, but the vast majority of the team is going to be heading probably cross field straight down into this kind of middle two caps. You can see some interesting things happening with the strikers, maybe with the Bradley that will be available. There's a great position for the Bradley kind of sitting in these kind of hills. There's a great hill at the bottom down here which strikers can go. So you might see strikers doing something a little bit different, or you might actually see somebody coming all the way around, and depending on how aggressive they want to be, trying to make a play on Soloniki. That is possible, partly because the road out here and getting down to it is relatively slow. Now, you will definitely be able to get there before the US, but you wouldn't have got the cap from Industrial and Soloniki cap before you could actually make it there. So there is a potential rush play available, but it's not a great one. The Russians, on the other hand, are primarily going to be focused on trying to get some map pressure. And the way they have to do that is by playing around Neva Upper. Neva Upper is a bit of an interesting kind of conundrum in this map, because Neva Upper, the flag itself is important. The flag itself is a very small square that's around this area, just about the size, maybe a little bit bigger than the map marker itself. But in reality, the whole western side of it is just an open field. So everything coming across this way is going to get easily spotted from reinforcements on Hilltop and is going to be pushed through. A big flank round goes into an enemy cap, which likely has reinforcements and spotters on it as well. So the whole of this western side of Neva Upper is relatively safe with just one or two guys protecting it. On the other hand, this kind of set of leaves, rocks, trees, the kind of cliffs on this side is an important aspect. There's a split between Neva Upper and Neva Lower. And Neva Lower is this kind of fishbowled little encampment that's off to the east side of Neva Upper. The Russian team needs to control Neva Lower, but not necessarily put their hab in it. You find that if you get your hab inside Neva Lower, you too deep within there, you might end up getting overrun and then fishbowled, and then you're not going to have any pressure from it. So I expect to see hab positions, somewhere outside on the bottom here on these X's, or alternatively trying to get some kind of like really interesting kind of weird flanky little thing around on the north of Neva Lower. And it's only when you get Neva Lower under control can the Russians really hold this line and then start to pressure into Neva Upper, and then also leverage that pressure to get round the west side of Hilltop. It is a bit of a shame that we're unable to, that kind of one-dimensional aspect means that your shooters need to be on point. And of course, Mumblerines being Mumblerines, they're not going into this tournament as one of the favourites for nothing. They have some great shooters on their team. So Liquid Shift W really have their time, they really have their work cut out for them to be able to win this match today, and then ultimately progress through into the knockout stages. We haven't talked about the vehicles very much. You've got two 30mm going up against two strikers. You've got the Bradley going up against the BMP. It's a little bit of a game of cat and mouse. Expect both teams probably to be playing. They're probably going to be playing relatively cautiously with their vehicles. Expect them to be wolf-packing, supporting each other, because in reality, in a lot of engagements, it's going to be whoever gets the upper hand in that initial engagement, whoever spots them out first and gets the nice flank or the nice maneuvering, is going to end up the victor. Hack kits, lat kits, and the effective use of lodges to resupply your forward operating bases and have enough ammo to take out these vehicles is going to be important. Because while the Vics are annoying to the other Vics, they actually create a huge amount of constraints for infantry play and can do quite a lot of damage while being very mobile on this map. So it's unlikely to see the Vics remaining stationary for very long. They're probably going to keep doing little laps, heading through and coming back round, and then going again and going again, until eventually they either get destroyed or they feel like they need to head back and get, if they get a single lat hit in, if it doesn't take out an engine or a wheel, they're just going to retreat, return, get themselves repaired, and then come back and keep doing it. So simultaneous LATs, getting the LATs in the right places on the vehicles, making sure you're hitting the engines, all important things within a match of this caliber. We haven't talked about Soloniki or Shipping Yard particularly much, primarily because just of the distance that there is between the middle caps. So you find that Gorodok has essentially kind of two main phases, potentially a third, and once it gets to that third phase, it's normally game over anyway. So your first phase is your rollout. It tends to be a pressure build-up around Neva Upper, plus some kind of flank. So there's likely to be something on this south side that people will be fighting off against, and there's likely to be something around these hills that people are going to be fighting, around Hilltop Bunker. That's kind of the general openers. The pressure is going to be in these kind of, let's say, this area, around this area, and around this area. All centered around the double cap. After that, you're going to have the second phase, which is the push, and it's normally either the Russians getting the advantage and heading up into Hilltop, probably from the side, and then getting in through the bottom from Neva Upper, or alternatively, the US side pushing back. That's normally about as far as it goes, because after that, being able to reset and get the logistics to push from one side to the other means you need to have killed the enemy vehicles. You need to be confident that you have some pressure on shipping yards and they can't set up a hab, and you're just going to be walking, 1,000 meters for no reason and being off cap. So it is difficult to get to the next cap. Similarly, for Neva Upper, you're trying to get across very open ground, very exposed. It is possible, but it doesn't happen so much. Phase 3 is, if they do manage to do that and get a good push onto either Shipping Yard or Soloniki, expect the tickets to fall quickly, expect the game to be over quickly, and probably that team, if they are able to hold on for the middle part of the next round, they're going to be the victors. So all in all, I'm looking forward to this great match. Liquid Shift W going up against Mumblerines. Let's see what they can do. We're live on Switch now, so we're just going to jump onto the game. Here we go. So, Liquid Shift W seems to have set up. They're in the 2 Tigers. They are using all of the Logis. Thermals and BMP are all used. So, only one unassigned player. Looks like they're setting up all of their vehicles within the same squad. It's an interesting concept. You see a lot more of the teams doing it, partly because you have that good wolf packing, but it means that you are probably going to end up with you've got less markers, less kind of it's less easy to do that kind of inter-vehicle comms, so we'll see how that comes along. Other than that, Liquid Shift W is setting up in relatively normal ways. You've got your pilot set up already. Nothing terribly exciting happening here. 5s and 6s. Mumblerines, slightly bigger squads, playing a few 8s. Expect them to be on the front line. Varus picking up an SL, which I haven't seen. Maybe I have seen that before. Greg obviously picking up his SLing. Fidelis and Happy, both with still quite large squads. And then you've got the vehicle squads split out. So it'll be interesting to see how the Mumblerines play that instead. Having a quick look at the map, we've got some markers set up around Soloniki. 3 markers, in fact. So Squad 8's moving all their Vics towards Soloniki. Squad 5, quite a large 6-man squad, so maybe they're expecting a bit of a rush from the Mumblerines. And Squad 7, again, kind of a backup Logi, it looks like, is going to be heading north of Soloniki, rather than pushing into Neva Upper. Oh, actually, that's Squad 5. That's Squad 5 from the Mumblerines. So, it'll be interesting to see what they're going to do. Markers as well coming up for the Mumbles, heading kind of all around the map. So, we'll just see how we're doing. Looks like we're all set up. Temper, unfortunately, is going to be sitting there for a wee while. 10 minutes of the game. Poor little Temper is just going to be sitting, doing not very much. Waiting for his helo to go.
Shut up, Ron.
Everyone looks ready to go, ready for action.
No way!
Far too much hilarity happening here.
Does he have the ACM tags on? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. No way. Who said that?
2 thermals walk into a bar, or walk into a tow. You know how that one happens. 10 seconds until round 3. Liquid Shift W versus Mumblerines gets going. Should be a fun one. And we're live. The Tigers, the electric cars roll out. Don't hear them at all. BMP chugs into life. Let's see if Liquid Shift W are able to get this this rollout on the go. No crashes so far. That's the important thing. It's getting the Logis out first. You want to make sure that those fast vehicles are getting to where you need them to go. Mumblerines setting up. They're heading out. Kind of standard approach. You've got the MRAP heading on south. That's the one of Squad 4. Who's Squad 4? Happy. Happy maybe hasn't taken out his whole squad, but fortunately I haven't been there to check it. So Industrial Park looks like it's going to get capped first of all towards Liquid Shift W. Oh, we've got a crash. Oh, hello. What has happened here?
Well, Squad landing.
Hello.
That was.
That's something rather unfortunate has happened on the Liquid Shift W rollout. BMP is going to manage to get them through.
Glenn, I hate you. It wasn't even me. I love you, but oh my god.
So a very slow rollout now here.
So you didn't have to, Donkey.
Oh.
So
okay.
Liquid Shift W are not even going to make it probably across the river before the strikers are heading into Neva Upper. They are in serious danger here, but I have to see where this Logi's going to go. Now that it is slowed down, are they going to just go full Turtle Soloniki and then try and set up something flanking to push around into? Squad 7 Striker playing alone, so this is a little bit different. You can see the two 30mm out on the east side are playing together. The two strikers playing separately. You might find that they're going to set themselves up. This is an interesting hab here. Halfway between each cap. Setting up on the hill, maybe looking for a tow. Let's roll to see whether or not the MRAP are going to end up with seeing this striker, Tiger here. MRAP does a little flip. Happy. Not so happy now. Infantry dropping out for both sides. Striker coming round though. Takes out the rest of them. Striker hits. That's a good AT shot under pressure. Happy pushing forward. Second striker coming in. So now you've got them wolfpacking. Happy goes down to Toby. Getting a little love tap there. Eventually wiped out, but really pretty poor rollout there for Mumbles. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out for Liquid Shift W. The Vix just set up really well. So now you've got Mumblerines disembarking, full squad from the that striker. Striker moving up now. They're going to recover this MRAP, and the MRAP they'll get all of those Vix back. Striker coming to support on this eastern side, coming back towards Terminator's squad.
Copy, be ready for that. Chad.
Lee looking to set up. Does he get onto the gun in time? Nope. Nope. Striker's just going to head right on past. Norwegian Andy and Connor doing some good work there. Look at all these mumbles. Varys' squad just coming along. Fan goes down. I think that's Riffraff. Manages to drop in. Red Leg's already gone. Hello is gonna have a wee peek.
I hear him running.
He gets dropped by, I think that's Tiger actually. Drops him. Lee getting him.
Copy. Push some guys over towards that hearth. Get them before they get on point.
So let's just have a look here. So Mumbles have complete control over the middle two caps. Liquid Shift W setting up and leaving it alone. Bradley is being spotted by the double 30mm, and I need to go faster. Come on, come on, scroll wheel, scroll wheel.
We got at least a squad north of Soloniki in those rocks.
Alright, we'll try to help you
So,
get out of there. Pop some smoke.
Both 30s engage on the Bradley. Hits, boom, ammo racked immediately. Beautiful work there. I think that's Bushwookie, was it, with the hat? Let's have a wee look at that again.
1 minute to helicopter.
Get those BTRs out. Let the AT rearm real quick and then just get it out.
Absolutely fantastic work there from Bushwookie. The hat kit working in tandem, pun intended, with the two 30mm, taking out the Bradley. Both 30mm trying to get out now. Looks like Liquid Shift W's little flank is unfortunately just going to drop down. You can see the two habs immediately dropping on top of the middle flags, and Liquid Shift W is just set up hard on the Soloniki, and they're just going to look to farm a little bit with the BMP across this rally. If they can get somebody up here, hide off the man who can. He needs to just keep moving a little bit further up. If he can pop these rallies.
Copy. Okay, my squad's wiped. Where would you want us to respawn?
Respawn on
Rob Reacher doing some good work there. True Speeder got close, but
KFC.
Didn't
you
quite
got
get
guys
there in
messing
time.
with
So
one of
you've
those
got one
rocks?
full squad here that's going to be respawning off of the rally, just constantly picking each other up. Have a quick look at the kills immediately. Kill difference here,
help KFC
5
with
to
the entry
20
off the
almost.
west on the rock.
Really great work here. So you can see Liquid Shift W have managed to get both of their 30 mils out. This is a bit of a dangerous one. You know that there's infantry around about here. You don't know where the rest of their Vics are. Happy takes a thermal shot. If a couple of AT shots manage to drop out in here on this 30 mil, it could be in some serious trouble. It needs to keep moving.
KFC, when you have time, try to get a repair station up on that
Luda
radio.
AT off that. Has he got it set up?
Getting it up now.
Nope,
I'm
looking
putting down
rifle.
mortars.
Just looking to set up. So, Mumblerines, let's just take a little breath. Let's take a little pause. Let's see where we are in terms of the overall
That's
game.
more accurate if you can tube it.
And let's talk about what just happened there. So you saw the slow rollout from Liquid Shift W, pushing along Industrial, managing to drop a Logi, getting it flipped over near gas station, and they've just set up 2 habs, in fact 3 habs now, very, very defensively minded around Soloniki. So instead of going for the kind of peak play, they're going to let Mumble start to push into them because they know maybe that they can't shoot them through Neva through Neva lower. So instead of playing around Neva upper, what they're going to do is just try and hold the Mumblerines off versus this and farm the revives and just keep a little bit of pressure. What was it really nice was they managed to get both 30 mils and the hat kit up to this point. So great timing for them as the Bradley came down, ambushed them, popped the Bradley, managed to get them both out. Ticket advantage there. The nice push by the Tiger met the MRAP as probably was expected, but unfortunately just couldn't get the guy on the gun to kill the MRAP fast enough and get some damage into those guys. Mumbles eventually win that trade from their vehicles. Mumbles now have complete control of the middle cap and will now start to do some flanks. So this is a bit risky from Liquid Shift W because they've given up essentially everything that is not in this corner. This is all Mumbles territory. Mumbles owns this, and that's a lot of space to be giving a team like Mumblerines, even with 3 habs. Expect to see some serious pain. Jump back into the action, have a quick look at the kills. 8 versus 26. You can see that trigger difference already is just pretty huge. I've got a horrible feeling that the in-game isn't actually showing. I hope that it is. Thermals now working close. You can see Thermal and BMP working closely together, trying to drop in on this Squad 1 rally. Squad 1 rally still up there, if you can see it, with Rob. Thermal spots out Grucha. Grucha gets turned to Grucha dust. Those frag rounds grinding him down, but this is what Mumbles are going to do. They're just going to get a few people around the edges here, get in behind you, and then just use the prowess with the rifle to really damage them. Mortars coming down, just preventing them from pushing in the one direction, but Mumbles aren't going to push into you. Even the Mumbles might find it difficult, you know, 1 versus however many that is, what, 15 or something? So they're trying to get around, trying to make some damage.
I just had a guy go down there.
Do some serious work. You can see, I think this is a tow, actually. Is this a tow hab that's been set up? Hello, yep. Cornets ready to go. But, I mean, you've got 6 folk here. That's an awful lot of infantry to be setting up around about this.
MRAP's still sitting in between industrial, I mean.
Check. Oh, just having a wee look. Hello? Where's my, why am I not allowed to move? This is a nice little backdoor move. Squad 5 sets up their rally. Managed to, Main machine just staying inside. Let's have a wee look. Who's out here? Squad 2 don't even know it, but they flipped their transport, and this might actually be quite helpful. Dark Cookie.
Somewhere.
Hello? Dark Cookie
That's
sees them,
probably accurate.
and
At least
has
somewhat
decided
there.
he wants to hold his spawn,
I'm in
so
the
he's
wheel.
just trying to hide, but
is
Randy
unfortunate.
Replicon decided instead he's going loud, he's coming in. Takes 2, takes 3, takes 4, gets spotted, Thermal's coming on.
Gandhi, they're crossing the river somewhere from the north.
Gandhi south.
Where are they?
Dark Cookie's been spotted out, gets dropped out.
I think they're crossing like south of the bridge.
Does he see the rally though? Does he see the
Like, not too
rally?
far south of it.
Unfortunately not, so he needs to be heading back around. Thermal, if he does come along and see the rally, sees the MRAP here, free tickets, and he stops the damage,
Wait, where, Logic?
is he going to be coming around? Hello? Where do you think those guys are coming from? Okay, well, the rally survives to live another day. Randy Leprechaun still alive, drops Gandhi, so the Thermal should know that there's more people kicking about here. I think Gandhi trades with Leprechaun, but the rally
That's
is
not
going
a
to be
squad,
the
it's just
important
one
one.
guy. He's hidden inside the little shack there near that transport.
So he's called out as just one guy, but if it's just one guy, that one guy has come here with a rally probably, would be playing hide and seek in the trees to Spooky. Or doing some good work, managing to control this side here.
Dig down one of the mortar tubes and shift it into a new location.
Can we dig it down?
Looks like Newt goes down again to Grucha. Grucha doing some good work through the smoke there. Must have just spotted a little bit. There's the AT hits.
Better me than you.
So this is BMP sitting side on. Manages to team kill.
We got people coming from the north road, north Solonico.
So this is the danger of playing static in these Vics. You're just gonna get yourself killed as Mumbles, as expected, decide that they're gonna use the leverage
They're hitting our,
to get around the south here, drop up a Hab, so Hab on Hab action here. One on top of it, Rob is managing to hold the Hab, so they're really close. Both strikers coming in to support this. This is going to disappear.
Do they dig down the half for someone direct?
So Rob is just going to hold that as more and more Mumbles drop off on the south. So they're going to push really hard on the south side. Liquid Shift W going to get pressure on all angles. Meat Machine is heading in towards another radio, just playing on this south side as Beef drops the...
Don't respawn
He's
southwestern half.
gonna get this Logi around the outside on the eastern. If he manages to get another Hab down, then you're just gonna have Liquid Shift W within Soloniki, but totally enveloped. He's just driving right up wherever he
I
wants.
got English.
This is unreal.
Yeah, reset southeast.
Harsh Donkey gets dropped out. So, Liquid Shift W, once upon a time, they had Habs. They had a Hab in the southeast, they had a Hab in the center, they had a Hab on here, as Nazra and as Van Darko manages to take out, or at least damage this one. Expect that Hab to go down as well. MIU Bro is the last one there, so how does this Hab gone down? All of a sudden,
Aniki, you need to get that Logi out. Try to
oh, it's coming back up. I think it's from the mortars. So one Hab gets mortared, one Hab gets overrun from the flank, the second one is just wave after wave coming in, and then this last Hab at the back here is just because they couldn't clear that original rally, unfortunately. They just were allowed to respawn in here. Is the Logi dead? Yep. The Logi's dead, and they haven't placed they haven't placed a radio, so that is at least one good thing. But you're going to find Liquid Shift W with 1 or 2. Oh no, they've managed to save this Hab up here. Don't know how they managed that. Vilchimp maybe managing to do some serious work. Needing to get pretty much everywhere.
Striker's marked.
Look at the Mumbles getting into the flag now. Soloniki is open everywhere. Greg and his squad rolling in from the side. Varus and his squad pushing in. Garucha on the drive, getting in on the mortars. They know exactly where this hab is, or suspect, and they're just walking in. The west being open has just been called out, but it's too late. Why is this radio? Why is this radio in a mortarable place? I mean, hello? 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 Unfortunately, the slight damage there, and the slight misplacement of it, has meant that Mumbles have a great place to mortar in on. Sit with Grucha as he has a wee look. Oh. Apologies. I will make sure that I don't press the replay button again. Make sure I won't press the replay button again. Grucha, Heartsea now getting in on. This hab is down. So Mumbles now have control. Just have a quick look here. Mumbles now have control of the habs out in the south once again. So this hab is now Mumbles hab. They've destroyed this hab that's coming in, and they're just walking into cap. It looks like we've got a command strike coming in on the hab, but no real support on it. So you've got the push into Soloniki. Soloniki's going down. The only hab that is relevant for Liquid Shift W now is this one here, which is coming back up, circled in the bottom of Soloniki. But unfortunately, it's once again going to get pushed from two sides. It's likely to go down. This hab is getting harassed, so Liquid Shift W are going to be Liquid Shift Wing all the way back to Industrial Park, the last cap here. We did not even get past phase 1 of Madac's guide to Gorodok. We were playing around them double caps, neutralized on Soloniki. So the hab comes back up. Warcry, Whoopi, Sam just trying to push back in. Let's have another look at the kills. You can see that 50 kills immediately off the bat that they've managed to just take purely from the shots. Masterclass here from Mumblerines playing this map versus Liquid Shift W. BMP in a bit of a hazardous spot. He's playing with a very thin infantry line. He's not going to have an awful lot of support if he gets AT'd.
Go ahead and keep watching west side of that hub.
So Soloniki's going to go down. Looks like there is one or two people kicking about up around Neva Upper, but this is where all the action is. Whoopi going on a little rampage of himself. Drops Hog. Crossfire with Sam. Sam, I think, having a little bit... Whoopi just managing to make his way onto the high ground. He's going to see the hab, Sam as well. So this is the main defense hab now. Whoopi, Sam, Greg rolling into it. Hildoff is the last kind of remaining defender. Gets the grenade away, but then gets taken down by Whoopi.
They're inside southeast.
They're inside the hab now. Greg is inside the hab. Kodak drops down. Whoopi is going to sit up on that rock. Sam has managed to drop him. So this is going to... Greg is going to have to kill the guys as they spawn. Expect to see them spawning in. They see him. Greg goes down. Hutchman plus all of his friends spawn in and manage to drop it out. So they really need another hab. You can see the call out there from Liquid Shift W. They need another hab played out. Happy squad. Not really doing very much. I'm surprised that they, with the KD that they've got, I'm surprised they haven't managed to actually clear this hab yet. Hab is going to come back up. They're rolling Broma Rally up the way. Mortars are dropping this hab now, so that will be lost. There's not much that Squad 7 can do. The backup hab is on Industrial already. 179 tickets remain to 368. Mumblerines in total control at the moment of this match, and it's just a bit of a clusterfest around this hab. Expect to see mortars coming down on this very, very soon. Look at Shift W, managed to get a couple of folk off of this rally on the north, rolling into the top here, but unfortunately they're finding themselves up against 2 strikers and a half squad, which is hard going in anyone's book.
Who needs supplies?
Ubisoft servers lags out on launch day. Barris, I think, is going to get another hab down here, so this is what you'll... Oh no, he's not going to get a hab down here. He is going to get a hab down here. Oh, the hab on the south is being dug down by Mumblerines, and they're replacing it inside. So this is a dangerous spot. Keith somehow manages to lose his rotors. Hi, Keith. You okay, buddy? You alright? You okay? Anyways, hab comes down for the Mumblerines. They're going to get that up, get full control of Soloniki. As expected, mortars land. I can hear them. Mortars landing nearby on this. 100% getting dropped out.
Something on the west side of Saloniki or something.
So Mumblerines, this is one of the good things that Mumblerines do that a lot of teams struggle with. It's that constant place and replace of fobs as they're pushing forward. So they now control the full of Saloniki. They're moving their attack fobs closer into the area. They're constantly resupplying them and making sure that they are going to get, you know, those fobs a little bit closer. Keith finally has managed to do the repair of shame. He's going to take off. Everyone get ready to call shame, shame, shame as he brings those rotors back into life, despite under no pressure rotoring himself. Got to see whether or not the Mumblerines want to actually push all the way through to Industrial Park. They've got such a strong control over Saloniki, 50 to 108, so 50 odd tickets on the advantage there. You've got some players who will be having a really rough game. Squad 4 constantly under pressure, finding themselves on the wrong end of it. Let's have a look at the Vic squad. 219. Oh, hold on, 7. I think. Yep, 7-2-19. So the only ones that have actually managed to drop, you know, any kind of advantage, ticket advantage, has been the vehicles. Vehicles have managed to take on Mumble's vehicles and, I'm not going to say win, but at least get their tickets worth. So the last habs around Saloniki drop out. Liquid Shift W retreat to set up multiple habs around Industrial as Happy does the Shift W this time, heading towards Industrial. Happy's likely to try and place up something. This is horrible. Up here is so far away. So I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't place a rally around the rock formation and then try and play through gas station or the south side to try and get something going. And only if it doesn't go, maybe go around the north. But yep, exactly, that is what they're doing. So it's been called out. They know what's happening, but there's nothing that Liquid Shift W can do. So what once was an absolute sea of Liquid Shift W, everything was in Saloniki, as far as the eye could see was blue, is now a sea of red. The red blood of Liquid Shift W soaking into Saloniki as they just get wiped without ceremony from there. Let's have a wee look at the Bradley. Wonder what's happening with this tiger at the bottom there. Not going to see anybody.
You got a Bradley in the river northwest of me.
Yep, it's called out, but it's not very much that Squad 4 can do. Thermal goes down. Not entirely certain where that was from. Must have been AT, I think.
Putting some pressure towards gas.
So the AT's out. Greg squad probably has dropped, managed to drop all of the drop the thermals. -2 per minute now on Saloniki. 330 tickets to 112. And as expected, Happy's done exactly as we said. Put down the rally around the rocks. It's now heading round gas stations through the south side. Managed to get through Gort, which was a great place actually. It's good heads-up play from Liquid Shift W to have a couple of players out here so they can at least tell when people are coming. KFC Apocalypse is coming along.
Heartache.
Is he gonna see? Is he gonna spot them coming past?
Yeah, they're
Using the cover effectively, trying to get his medic up. Nasrat open. Rasis. What the fuck is he shooting at even? Oh, miles away. Miles away, bro. Using that marksman rifle effectively. Manages to drop, I think, melted cheese. I think he actually got KFC Apocalypse as well. So, must have... He must have just seen the hand and dropped them. Luda doing some good work all by himself on this north side here. I don't know how he's managed to get in. Oh no, hello. This is how he's managed to get in. Once again, Mumblerines have got an FOB in a great place, dropped it, dropped the rally, and then stretched the hab as far as they possibly can. Immediately put it down, and lo and behold, they're able to very quickly drop onto another hab here. So this is the backup hab for industrial that's going to get taken down in relatively short order, I think. By
just cover the red.
By the Mumblerines.
They're coming in from that further east area.
Yeah, apologies. Just had a slight malfunction with my computer there, but I think it's all okay. Randy, looking to go and try and find the radio. You'll probably see it. You can see Liquid Shift W. They're even set up now on the wrong side of the flag. They're getting pushed out from range. Don't really know what they're doing. The command squad over there. But they are now getting fishbowled around this cap, so you can see.
Distance off, I can't get direct eyes on it.
Let's just have a quick zip across. So you've got Mumblerines pushing in from this north side. They've managed to get a hab. Sorry, their hab is up here, just behind the faceplate. So they're now getting pressure on this side, and they're getting pressure from this side. They're just walking through the Liquid Shift W's here. All of a sudden, you're going to find people just sitting around the outside, and as the arty comes in, if you're reading chat, lines you draw on the map need to be a higher contrasting color. I will make a higher contrasting color just for you, robot. Beautiful walker, and wider as well. Okay, I will do that. Do yourself a wider, more contrasting color as we watch this beautiful arty dropping down on the map. Let's see. What color do you guys want? Green's a bit rubbish. Not blue. Maybe we just go deep red. Big, thick lines. Like this. Better? Anyways.
Arty's done.
Arty drops, and immediately Mumblerines are in. So really nice play there from them. Managing to use the command ability, wiped out everybody onto the flag. The half is down. Is it down or damaged?
Striker behind you, HCon.
It's down because the radio is damaged? Is the radio down a stage? And is that why... Yeah, because this hab looks like it should be fine. If it was inside, yeah, hab is fine. It's not proxy, so it is the radio has been damaged. The radio is going to go down, the last one on Soloniki as well. BMP is having some fun. Bradley comes in as well, though, and takes him out. So that's the Vix away. Beefed gets maybe a little bit of recompense. Still, the only squad with more kills than deaths is the vehicles. I've managed to mess up my field of view.
We are all we're all let's go ahead and do a mass give up. Everyone reset main and push in together.
Everybody's there's a call there to reset. Everybody come out of main and instead walk onto industrial, which unfortunately I think is going to be too late, too little, too late. 100 ticket difference on the trigger fingers. Really nice, really nice play there from the Mumblerines. You can see the tickets. Whoopie doing some great work. Greg constantly on the front line, just keep it on pushing. Grucha just in a normal shout out, getting turned into Grucha dust. Barris leading his squad to some victory. Fidelis, excellent. You know, only 3 deaths across his squad, although command squad, where is he playing? At the back, I think, just picking up some extra kills. Happy squad doing pretty well. In fact, they're all done very well, except for some of the Vics.
It'll be quick.
And as we just wait for the last 16 tickets
They're scouting us out right now.
to draw out. That's the radio gone down to 6 tickets, 5 tickets. Everybody else
5 tickets.
they're calling for a wide line as they walk out of main. This is well, there is something. So they're going to be walking towards the flag. 300 tickets, 309 ticket wins for
we did something.
Mumblerines.
Tried something.
Yeah. Liquid Shift W there actually played to avoid the loss, I think, on this round. They were obviously playing with the higher pings as well, which won't have helped them.
Speed up.
It's going to be on the US side for
dude.
the next time.
Come on, dude. Keep up with me. Keep up with me.
They've done, 63, 175, just generally outshot. Really difficult match for them. You could see that it was a bit of a struggle. But all in all, still a good match to watch. Definitely a good match to see in terms of the team Liquid Shift W. They were down. They knew they were down, and instead of just giving up, they tried to make it a little bit different. So all credit to them. They did at least give it a good go. We're going to hit up a 5-minute intermission. Don't go anywhere as we watch round 2 of what will be another very interesting match. stretched the hab as far as they possibly can.
to get down.
Hello? Hello?
Unfortunately, there's a slight delay, just waiting on a few of the last remaining members of each team to join the server. We'll hopefully be with you really soon. With the vast majority of the players now ready to play, we're just waiting to go live on round 2. Shift W, Liquid Shift W versus Mumblerines. Mumblerines with a commanding 309 ticket lead over Liquid Shift W. Liquid Shift W with everything to play for. Not a lot of options here, but we'll see how they get on as we jump back into the game.
Advance and secure. Приказ закрепиться во всем районе вперед.
Let's see how we set up. So Liquid Shift W, and let's jump onto the map real quickly here. So Liquid Shift W had a nice push out of the main. They played around Saloniki on a very short kind of rollout. Partly maybe because their logi flipped, but maybe not. Maybe they were always going to play that short. Let's see how Mumblerines play. They might look for something that's a little bit longer. Might look to try and play this rush. I'm not entirely certain whether or not that's achievable. They might do something that's sitting in and around this kind of area and instead then push around the back of Hilltop. But certainly do expect to at least see a little bit more action around Hilltop Bunker, Neva Upper. This is definitely an easier drive down for the Americans and significantly less advantages to being just sitting around shipping yard. Let's have a quick look at how the teams are stacked up. Greg once again picking up his 8-man squad virus with the same Fidelis, Happy, all the same. So it looks like Mumbles are set up pretty much identically. Looks like it's a little bit different in the Liquid Shift W's. Slightly smaller squads, if I remember, but they have got their full. Oh, it might just be that they're short of a man. In fact, yep, that's probably what it is. So they are all sitting ready to go, but they're just a little bit short. They've unfortunately not been able to find the server, so they'll be finding some subs, which you'll see connect as they go. 90 seconds, 300 tickets. Liquid Shift W really need to, if they want to win this, they've got to they've got to just press everything through this.
2, maybe 3.
No, 3, because we got 2.
It was 1.
Yeah.
Have you warned these 3 people that they might get rushed?
So,
with squad 2, the MRAP, and maybe Happy sees a west flank.
Yeah, nah. I don't think Liquid Shift W is going to do anything other than try and play around Hilltop Bunker and even Upper. It's about as far forward as they're going to go. A rush to Soloniki would be pretty impressive if they do go for it. That would be very, very balls to the wall for them.
Cookie dick.
Lovely, lovely little drawing set up.
In it.
Didn't you know that people that can draw are actually 200 IQ people?
I really doubt that.
Well, it's a good thing you can draw really well then.
Well, make up your mind. I suck at it or I'm good at it. Can be both.
So it is you.
Why not?
High quality command comms coming through from Mumbles, obviously feeling fairly
you can be good
fairly confident from their first win. Mark's coming in, just going straight to main. Happy.
Talking about Cookie's drawing skills.
Just putting some discipline back into the Mumblerines as they roll out here. Let's see whether or not they manage to get out of main clean. Unfortunately, almost dropped it.
Yeah, what's
Squad 4 is that actually goes like just.
Let's see how the Liquid Shift W have managed to get out. Yep, they've managed to get out, no bother at all. All the lodges are away. They're a little bit.
You heard it first, yeah.
A little bit faster. Squad 4 pushing Fruit Farm, so Happy just driving his lodge all the way up.
Oh, we're rushing Fruit Farm?
Always has been.
We didn't get in because you might have leaked it.
Let's just have a wee look and see where we're going. So once again, industrial park set up. They're just going to get the industrial park cap immediately. Everybody gets... They do manage to avoid the ditch, which is what stopped Liquid Shift W's rollout. One Logi is heading north, so that's the one we're going to follow, I think. And the rest of them are heading towards Saloniki, so let's have a look. Let's see where Squad 1's going. Are they going to set up toe fob? Or are they going to set up
No,
almost.
Oh. Have a look at the Liquid Shift W rollout. Relatively standard. The strikers split up. Bradley heading around shipping yard. Squad 1 managing to get their Logi through the little chicane. Squad 2 is going to the south side of Neva Upper. They probably will make it there in time. Both thermals setting up on the eastern edge as well. Much faster rollout for... probably unsurprisingly much faster rollout for the Mumblerines. They've managed to get their Logi and Tiger over the bridge, whereas Liquid Shift W had only just seen them at this point. They're going to set up on the bridge, so they are expecting a push, but they're actually playing relatively short. Here we go. First blood. This could be a problem. Open top MRAP though. Open top MRAP manages to kill only Greg, doesn't kill the Logi, and then is driving away. So it's a bit unfortunate, but could have been so much worse. Thermal's chasing, looking to give some cover. So they're going to get Greg up, they're going to recover that Logi, and nothing is really going to happen from that. I think they've popped... Did they actually pop a wheel? Thermal takes out... Yep. The MRAP goes down, takes out Keaton, drops another one. So Squad 6 left off a rally, playing into the full Mumblerines. It looks like, once again... I actually don't know what they're doing here, in all honesty. I mean, you lost by 300 tickets. You can't really lose by very much more. And Darkholm, his BMP gets spotted. Oh no, sorry, it's Tiger, it's not BMP. Van Darkholm goes down. Hutchman manages to shoot through with that 50 cal. It's just going to blow that up. And we'll have set up. So Squad 3 doing quite well. You've got this hab over here. Liquid Shift W just giving up the middle caps altogether. That's 2 in a row they've played. It's not really going for the caps at all. Playing 100% defense. They do have a kind of like token couple of flanks. So I mean, let's as Mubeli goes down. Squad 3 on the south here, just getting a little bit of pressure. Looks like is that Luden's? Not Luden's squad. Fucking hell. Varus' squad looking to come back here. Saw Luda getting shot. Yep, Varus has marked it out. He knows that they're there, although they have killed off quite a lot of them. Let's have a quick review of the rollouts there. So we had a very odd rollout here with Striker plus Logi pushing in. MRAP then pushed a little bit further. And you had an MRAP all by itself just pushing into this side. But most of the Logis, most of the infantry are all set up for Liquid Shift W well off cap. You've instead got Mumblerines that have managed to set up their 2 habs, no bother, and they're now pushing into Neva Upper. They've managed to push around the back, and they're going to get into Hilltop Bunker as well. Squad 4 has managed to flip their Logi. Hello?
No, I'm fine.
Alright, you should probably go for shipping out, honestly. I think we're getting these quite easy.
You think you got it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we got it because they got nobody on the caps.
Mark accurate. Mark
Yep.
accurate. You mark accurate.
They're on caps. Thermals. Oh, I'm going to be too slow for that.
You have in Neva Upper. Varus, you should stay alive in my formation.
Yeah, I got it.
Going to be a little bit too slow for this.
Yep.
They got no one until They are not capping.
Yes, stay hilltop.
Southwest of me.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, burning.
I
I did actually make it out last. Manages to get the fire out. Holds it. But for how long? He needs to find a way of getting that vehicle out of there without exposing himself. And try and get that back to base. Just going to use the trees. You can see the Bradley sitting on the hill. Pretty commanding view, but unfortunately it is blocked from the one area
beware the enemies
where the vehicles actually are. Strikers looking to just set themselves back up. Hello? Was that just me? But did Squad 3 just teleport onto the map? Maybe that was
Still got
just
a couple of
didn't appear. Randy Leprechaun, the one person versus Squad 3, as they start to push up into the hilltop bunker. Really quite slow. I'm surprised that Happy's managed to get his... He's managed to drive a Logi right past this guy. Right past Hog. Hello, Hog?
Capping hilltop.
Hello? Why are you lying on the ground? You alright, son?
Infantry somewhere near were lower.
Okay. I mean, good talking.
Was just one guy. There could be more.
Let's have a wee look at Happy, see what's happening here. Outlast managing to get his back through. Is Temper going to spot this Logi here? Should do.
Yes.
Yep, marked up. Surprised that Happy continued to drive there. Even though he could hear the heli, he was in tree cover. He had just stopped. And he might have just not been spotted out. Trying to get around the back here and drop out an attacking hab. You can see Liquid Shift W have set themselves up with this kind of 3 habs as a triangle formation to try and prevent them from pushing in. But in doing so, once again, they've painted themselves into a very small corner. Everything else is Mumble territory that you can see here, and it's just not looking good for them. Temper's gonna hover over it. Probably will see,
We might have spotted.
or should have seen that hab on the north side.
They are pushing hard off west.
So we'll just have to see whether or not they're able to clear that out. Let's have a look. Maybe their striker is going to go on a little recon mission. Is he going to head RTB, or is he going to look for this? Yeah, I think he's going to go and try and find
85%
this
cap.
guys. Yeah, so Hilltop Bunker, essentially, story of this, 0 pressure here. From Liquid Shift W on the center caps. They're not going to bother. They've skipped straight to phase 3 of the Madac Guide to Gorodok. They're not even going to bother contesting middle caps. They're just going to play on shipping yard, which I think is pretty much a death sentence for them. So Mumbles with the 361 tickets versus 317. Oh, they've turned around. Temper just... I don't know if he's spotted them or if he's just playing around. In a wee bit. Happy runs into the open in front of a striker, and unsurprisingly, that does not go well. Morasis hiding in a bush. Marcinek inside the hab. Oh. Sorry, Morasis. You're not in a bush. You're hiding inside a tree. Striker? Hello? Did you miss him? I mean, you need to get out of there. You're not going to do anything with that. You've got no infantry support. Need to get your infantry across here. Get a couple of guys. Clear it out. I am you, bro, and the second striker is underneath me. No, over here. Took me a while. So this hab is gonna get converged on pretty fast. Double striker looking to control it. Thermals, though, are coming in. Hog, once again, just sitting on fruit farm. Not entirely certain what he's doing for his game, but
Fidelis, if you have anyone who can fly a helo, check the second helo.
So
It
this
has
is it.
come from for a fruit farmer shipping already.
Norwegian Andean corner. So it's called out. This is the biggie here. If they can get these 30 mils in behind. What's that? BMP? BMP? Where are you, BMP? Oh, he's inside shipping yard, and the tows are there. So BMP's pushing now. 30 mils. Just trying to disengage, I think. Toby and Lego just getting out of there. Or Bigham might find himself in the wrong end. These 30 mils are painting themselves into a bit of a corner. There's not many places they can go. Bigham gets spotted, damaged, and that's at least one set of 5 tickets recovered. Constantly getting spotted out now by the heli. Thermal's trying to escape around the north edge of the map. They're probably just going to try and do a bit of a blow past here. Get around the north side of this hab and then get away if they can avoid the...
at Hilltop by Mark for creation mark radio spot.
They need to avoid the vehicles because if they end up playing the strikers and this the striker and the BMP here, they could be in some serious trouble. Although less so if they run one at a time straight into them. Outlast coming in. He's playing into 2. He's one-manning it. One-manning it exposes his ass to the 30 mil. And unsurprisingly, goes down. I mean, what a waste of a striker there by Outlast. You would think that they could have at least put a second man in that. Striker's damaged as well on this side, so Norwegian Andy's going to go and take that out. If they can trade both of these thermals away for this... So, BMP does take one down. Thermal gets in behind the striker. Takes that down, and then is going to just escape out. So all in all, ticket advantage there for Mumblerines. They've managed to drop both strikers in exchange for one BTR, and they're likely to get this other one away as long as they're sensible about it. They also took out a Logi that was heading through and will pop maybe not pop the rally. Kills a little bit closer, but I get the feeling that's just because the Mumblerines are still sitting around Hilltop. Haven't really had an opportunity to get any of their infantry up onto the cap yet. They are now driving a Logi onto the south side here, so... And already... the... what's it called? The... Liquid Shift W have set up on Fruit Farm. Squad 1 setting up the fob, attacking fob on the south here.
Cookie, you have nothing to do. You are running around. There's a Logi next to you. Build the radio and the fog.
Not entirely certain what's happening on this south edge here. So we've managed to get a
Spotting for the Bradley right now. We're in
yeah, Fox can do it. Come on, don't act like retards. Just place the radio.
We've managed to Happy just trying to get everybody into top gear there, pushing them on, asking them to keep playing hard. So Mumblerines now have their hab in between 2 liquid Shift W habs. Finding themselves boop. I think got a nice hit there onto the BTR, right?
Mortarfob's marked.
Constantly called out. Enjoy. Just trying to chase this BMP, sorry. So if the tow comes out here, this could be bad news for the BMP. Did you spot him? Looks like Enjoy's out and is repairing. He's going to crest the hill. There it is. Tows away. Boom. BMP tow. I'm not entirely certain what happened. I'm not sure if that desynced. But it appeared to miss and get behind him. Whereas... Temper just trying to chase... Chase Keith. BMP doing some good damage to it. Temper's turned into the line of fire there. Rather than above it. Almost going down. He's on fire. He might still end up getting hit there. I think Enjoy goes down from the damage. Temper does survive. He's going to hold that off. Enjoy, I think, is just a casualty of... I think he is just a casualty of the law coming in. So Beefed desperately trying to get the track repaired, get that BMP out of there. Terminator crawling. I mean, come on, man. What's happening here?
I'm gonna go to fruit farm, take our...
Okay. Got your binos out. Just staring at the BMP.
I see.
Mumbles managing to overrun the hab on the south, managing to overrun the hab inside the cap, just running everywhere they like. Tickets, 70 tickets in it at the moment, 25 tickets overall, winning on the kills board so far. There'll be another round of give-ups, I can imagine, from the Liquid Shift W. They've put up another hab there north of Fruit Farm, which is kind of like a middle one between shipping. So now Liquid Shift W playing with 3 habs around shipping yard. One on the cap under fire, one on the far east side, which might get behind this one here, which Linkea and Monarch are looking to do. And then, oh, they've actually managed to recover. They've actually managed to recover this hab for a second here. Have all the Mumbles just walked off of it?
It's like my E-house chat.
They've killed Pog. Are they just... They're just farming it. There's only one exit that's available out of this hab. One exit that isn't covered. Multiple Liquid Shift Ws have spawned. Rob's the only one that's alive. KFC Apocalypse should be able to hear him because he's just firing straight over the wall. Rob's coming for the pickup on Pook. Greg's going to see him. He should be looking south. Warrior Mosspath might just get probably the easiest kill in a Mumblerine he's ever going to have in his career. He walks around the corner, sees Rob, takes the first shot, almost misses it. Rob's Rob. So, full control now of the of this hab. Mumbles actually had it, but they've all just wandered off the cap, heading towards the north side, trying to clear out the remaining, and they left the hab available. Mortars landing now on top of the hab. Hab going down for Mumblerines, and they are going to lose probably a radio here as well. Van has spotted the radio, and I think has probably dug it down. It's on bleed out, so that's going to be another 10 tickets that is lost. BMP just having a field day, taking out some infantry on the north east side on that new hab. Murasis is already on top of it. Keith setting up on the north again, so that's probably going to set up another aggressive hab. You can see a nice J-turn there from Keith as he drops down onto Greg, who's unfortunately already dead. Happy, the only squad lead available, but I don't think he's got anyone nearby. So Keith is probably going to just try and get out of there. He needs to clear himself out. Running towards Outlast. Keith gets dropped. Not entirely certain what's happening here. Why are you GLing? GLing the tail rotor. Happy's just dropped the supplies. Outlast just had all the time in the world. Happy comes around the corner. Outlast still gets the shots, but Happy has somehow managed to do it all. Did he place the hab though? Or is he waiting for somebody else to? Radio is out in the open in a really crappy place, but it's just done. Like, basically, he's just put down the radio here. If they can push out, they need to get these guys pushing out and killing this radio, dropping Happy as fast as they can. Arsenic, Nazrat looking to get around the east side of the flag here of Shipping Yard, trying to get up towards Happy, who has gone down now, and get the rally. Larry Mills looking to place, drop some smoke. I wonder, have they managed to save this? Van and Toby. Just down on bleed out already. No, fully up. So they just need to dig up the hab. Oh, the hab's been completely dug down. Don't have enough supplies to build another one. So, Thermal looking to cover. Thermal's killed the. They've killed their own helo just to get it to respawn. I wonder. Marshnek is available as a shovel if Norwegian Andy can stop himself from getting banned for a while. Maybe drop a hab on the north here. Try and drop it. Get that built. Although, very interestingly, why is there 559? Why is there no build on this? Did they pick it all back up? Martinek gonna pick up Grucho. Grucho's gonna get extras.
I'm gonna flank now.
Thermal gets a good hit there from Terminator.
The guys
The Thermal trying to shoot through that chain link fence, but just it's unfortunately engined in the wrong position. He's now put himself into a corner, which is relatively sensible. Martinek and Grucho looking to just recover himself, get onto the radio. They should hear it. This Thermal might be instead better off.
80 dead.
80 killed. Called out by Martinek. Drops 2. Terminator and Riffraff goes down to Martinek. Grucho doing some good work there. Calls the radio. He's gonna just cover it and then hopefully get that dug down. That will prevent Liquid Shift W from being able to spawn in. Getting some solid work in the center there. Liquid Shift W do have a Logi heading towards the mid caps. This could be for the big swing. 140 tickets remain. 93 to 51. Liquid Shift W in some serious trouble here. The radio going down now in the center. Grucho Martinek doing some good work. Mirasis on the road on the south there. Thermal even manages to get away, which is unreal. I'm not entirely certain how they allowed that to happen when you've got a hack kit that's spawned multiple times on a hab. But they have. They've done it. They're keeping those tickets. Thank you very much. All of the poor squad 1. I think your time is coming to an end, my friend. Being chased down. Oh no. Ha! I think the Tiger is disembarked and they're playing around here. It's dropped both of them. Varus must have killed the gunner. Drops Ronaldo and is going to pick up the rest of his squad. So no ticket loss there for the Mumblerines. But Liquid Shift W are setting up a hab here on the north of Hilltop Bunker, and they're driving one all the way down to. Is that Soloniki? I mean that's. I mean, oh, it's Hog. It's Hog. I mean, he has been doing some odd things all game. Sitting on Fruit Farm. Driving the Logis to the other end of the map. Surprised they haven't called for an admin. Another resupply comes down on Hilltop Bunker. Squad 6 is just going to take out that hab on the east side there and just clear that out. Let's have another look at Shipping Yard. So they have managed to. Fidelis has managed to get on there. Jack has managed to save this radio. And they've put down another hab here. So even after all that pressure that Liquid Shift W had on this, they just haven't been able to clear they haven't been able to clear that hab despite having it completely down and multiple infantry around it. Grucho and Martinek doing some fantastic work here. Just clearing everything. Gort playing the quiet game. Grucho and Gort, I think they know. Yeah. They know exactly that he's there. He's going around. Nice coordinated jump there. Grucho goes for the jump, calls to Martinek. Has to go around it. Striker's trying to get it in the back. Probably going to kill this radio if he knows what he's doing. Yep. Takes the radio. Going to leave that on bleed. Probably isn't going to sit there for too long and cover
go
it because he's going to
south.
end up dead.
That's people south of my rally.
Okay.
You do really have to wonder there. The Mumbles now have
Radios on bleed out east of Hilltop.
pretty 100% control over this flag shipping yard. They have also managed to spawn out on the east side here and are just walking through this hab. So this was a flanking rally from Greg, but
from radio tower.
he's spotted
They're crossing the river.
the hab and the radio. He's going to drop this one out as well. They've called out that they're on radio tower, but they're quite blatantly not. So not entirely certain if they're just hoping and imagining this radio's still up. All the Mumbles are now spawning on the south side here of shipping yard. They're just going to walk through. The last Shift W hab goes down, and you've got a 30 mil here. So this is probably it. In fact, this 30 mil. Sorry, striker. What are you doing?
Radio east of shipping.
I have artillery ready.
One manning.
Can like drop artillery north sides.
Not sure if he's just doing that because he's short of a person that can't actually spawn in.
Okay, I got it then.
I think he's probably killed Valrock. Just getting a couple of kills. 122 to 59.
Just check if they
Huge number of incaps. Similar amount of revives, but considering that they've only dropped 100 and they've got 29, almost a third of them. 166 to 36. That tells you all you need to know in terms of why Mumbles are just walking through Shift W Liquid at this point in time. Mirasis, great peek around the corner there to drop down Gort. I think Martinek got a nice crossfire there. Excellent awareness from the Mumbles. They never normally end up engaging 1v1. There's normally a crossfire and a buddy, even if it's from a separate side, just covering the angles. This radio does go down, so they do actually lose a little bit, but 229 tickets to 76. Shipping yard in good control of the Mumblerines. Goes neutral now. Mumblerines having the hab nearest to shipping yard have disabled the only liquid Shift W hab to the east side of shipping yard. There is a striker, and that's about it. There's no other lodges kicking about. I mean, Hog is chilling. Hog is what? Hog is supplying the hab down here now. Is it just that I can't?
My guys are coming in as well, Connor.
I mean, what is happening here? Am I just... Oh, yeah. More people are actually down at this side. It's just my map has not spawned them in. So, Liquid Shift W have spawned. Hawks managed to drop off a little hab. And as there's nothing on the south here... nothing on the north, and they are losing shipping yard. They've decided to get a full spawn and just try and soak up some tickets as best they can, and probably run through these caps. They can't do anything. Does Ankeny hear it? Sounds like it. He knows it's in there, so he's going to call that out. That'll be 10 tickets that he wants. The mark goes down. Hilltop Bunker hab will probably... might go down as well, but Mumblerines won't be caring about that at all. Normally they actually end up dismantling these habs as they go. Let's have a quick look at the scuffle here. Beefed the kind of defense squad now, I guess. So Beef plus Randy and Meat Machine sitting up in this Tiger. Just not entirely certain what's happening. They're probably just trying to get out. Might just go and kill off this this lodging on the north here, but they've got it captured, so why bother? Shipping yard capped as well. Yep, takes the lodgy, kills them off. Look at Shift W. Just trying to spawn onto the cap. Is that a MRAP goes down? Is that fan? Hack kit. Yep. Single hack kit walks into a cap, finds the only thing that he can drop in a one go, and probably just drops the tandem straight in. Full control of shipping yard for Mumbles. You can see them walking just across open ground now. They really do not care. You have to say that the logistics of the Mumblerines have been significantly better. They've managed to get habs down everywhere. They've managed to get down, you know, some pressure. They've got some supplies. It's a little bit unfortunate for Liquid Shift W. They have a single rally as the attack, which is actually just getting pincered now by Varus and Mugbai. So. And there's a wee thermal just sitting around on the bottom of it as well. So let's see whether or not they decide to get one more spawn. Not your dumbass. Just
I don't see that.
I don't know what you like.
To be honest.
Is the striker still on the mark? Didn't move.
Looking the wrong way.
Somewhere around there. Don't see it.
Raids out.
He didn't move for the last 5 minutes, so it's possibly still there.
So this rally is safe. Grucho might just come and wipe up or clear him out. Oh no, Varus is behind. Probably will have seen it. Might just decide to camp it. How we look? Is he at it? Nope. He's QE spamming the complete opposite way. It wouldn't be a Mumbles game without watching a little bit of QE spam every once in a while. That rally does go down, so that's the last attacking element popped. Mumbles now just starting to push up towards main. Squad 5 doing some damage, getting inside the actual cap themselves. Shift W just not really had an opportunity here. They've played like complete defense. 100% turtle, only 9 tickets remaining, and it's done basically nothing. They've just, if anything, they just haven't they haven't managed to delay by turtling. All they did was give up so much map control that actually meant the turtle hurt them, because Mumbles could just walk wherever they liked. 9 tickets left to go. And that's it. Game. Nice fast round.
I wanted to use that delivery.
2-7-6
that was
for round 2. So,
yeah.
All in all, a comprehensive win for Mumbles, who go unbeaten in their group and manage to take on the top seed for their group. Be really interesting to see how they progress through the knockout stages. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the teams that have participated, for Liquid Shift W and for Mumblerines as they played that match out for us. Mumblerines just showing, you know, their class and their experience in competitive squad. Just mastering the basics a little bit more, I think, is what we would say there, and really showing people how it's done. An odd choice of tactics from Liquid Shift W, that giving up the center caps and going full turtle has, you know, potential. You know, the squad is a game where there's a big advantage for a turtling team, because you are able to get easier revives, so on and so forth, but they just never really had a strong enough perimeter that meant that they could get additional squads to spawn in. They were always too close to the habs, which meant Mumblerines just walked through, they cleared them out, and by the time they got the respawns going, unfortunately Mumblerines were already on the hab, so you just lost your squad twice, and it bled an awful lot of tickets. Great shooting by Mumblerines. Some individual good plays from some of the Liquid Shift W guys. I really liked the hack kit and the BTR kill right at the start, but unfortunately not enough moments of magic, and a comprehensive win for Mumblerines. Thank you for watching. I've been your caster, TheWeirdMadac. Join us next week as we go into the knockout stages of Squad Masters, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for all of the follows, and I will see you next time.